So these are all the materials that you will be provided with when buying an MR Walls backlight. You will have a bunch of things. The first will include LED lights with their RGB wires that will already be connected. You will have some extra RGB wires so that you can jump the cables together, some cable nuts in order to connect them. Then you will have a receiver which allows you to give a frequency to the LED lights, and then this receiver is also connected to the driver. Then the driver itself is going to have a pigtail connection. The pigtail connection is what allows you to plug into a receptacle on the wall. And then lastly, you will be given a remote to control your LED lights. In order to install all of these, you will need to follow a certain amount of steps, and we'll start over here first. So first, you're going to space out your LED lights 5 inches away, 5 inches apart from each other, as you can see here. And then you're going to have all the wires lead in one direction. In that one direction, then you will want to connect the wires together. So as you can see here, I'm first connecting these two, and I'm doing blue with blue, red with red, green with green, and black with black. You will then use the cable nuts to secure the wire ends. This will allow for the loose wires to not be exposed, and so they can be capped. Once they're capped, then you're going to have one wire that's going to connect all of them together. This is called a jumper wire. You'll be using regular RGB wire for this. And as you can see here, you can see these two LED lights are connected into one, and then jumped to the next, and then jumped to the receiver. Once you have this, you're able to consolidate your zone or your group into one wire, and this wire is going to lead to the receiver. In the receiver, you will see a diagram which shows where you should be putting each wire. V plus is for the black wire, then you'll have red, green, and blue, as you can see over here. Once you have that, then you're going to want to connect your driver to your receiver. This driver will already come with connections attached to it, and then from here you will follow the same diagram that's on the receiver to connect to the driver. Then once you get over here, you're going to have your driver, which has a capacity of 320 watts. And then from there, you will be able to connect your cable, or use your cable nets to connect the last component, which is the pigtail. This pigtail allows you to connect to any wall or outlet that you need to pull power through. And then once you have all this, your wires should be all set up. And then the last thing to do is to sync up your remote. Your remote is what is going to allow you to change the colors of these RGB wires or of these LED lights, and to turn it on and off. And in order to sync this up, we already have it synced, but I'll show you how. So you'll just turn them on, and as you can see, they're turned on over here. But in order to sync up your remote to your receiver, on your receiver there'll be a button right here called learning switch. This learning switch, it's really simple. All you got to do is press the button, and then if you want this remote to be attached to zone 1, you click to zone 1. You can see how there's a little red light. This red light indicates that you are now synced up from this remote to this receiver. And now, if you look at the lights, you're able to fluctuate the colors with the color wheel.